Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to give a quick update about the campaign, how things are going. Today, we are heading out to the res. So we're going out there. My campaign manager, Colby, maybe a few of us are going to go into some communities in the area and drop off some of our new print material. So you can check that out. Just chimed in on the mayor's kind of, I guess it's a weekly chat about the election and things like that. And I just wanted to say, there's just a lot of pressure out there to do very little and to come with just very safe statements like, I believe in growth, I believe in putting citizens first, I believe that we ought to put the focus back on people in St. John. Like, I agree with all those things. They don't come with any plan. They don't come with any risks. And I'm going to be a candidate that takes risks, right? Recently, I announced that I wanted to pursue a policy agenda around Local Governance Act 137. The fact that I can even tell you what Local Governance Act 137 says, which explicitly lays out the responsibilities that a municipal government has and therefore councillors can exercise, should set things in motion for other councillors, I hope, and other candidates to begin talking about real plans. So in that section of 137, it talks about buildings that are being torn down. It talks about the municipality's ability to upload the costs of demolition to the province to get reimbursed. It's still taxpayers' money, right? And I'm saying this, I'm not going to be a councillor that stands up. If I get elected, you're never going to see me go and applaud a building being torn down. That's a fail for this city. I understand it needs to happen. I'm a builder. You can't salvage things. I understand. They get to the point. But we should be looking at that as a mournful thing. Like the system has failed somewhere. We have not acted on this building. We've got a wait list of people looking for housing. We've got people trying to move in. We've got realtors looking for listings to sell people on that are moving here. It's gangbusters right now, and we don't have other candidates. I'm not going to say all other candidates because they're not all the same, but I hear a lot of other candidates running on soundbites, and I have no clue what they are going to do when they get in office. I'm still an elected. I still have to elect somebody too. Obviously, I'm running at large. So I just wanted to share a little bit of a talk on that and say, look, we have a lot more we can do at the municipal level to address that. Put policies in place around how we go after ghosted landlords. Put policies in place on what we qualify as a dangerous and vacant building. Put a new policy in place on how long it takes for a dangerous and vacant building to be listed. Have a new policy in place so that there's a process that happens when a building's power is turned off. These are all things that don't exist currently, right? And it's not because people are, trying to screw the system over necessarily. It's just because nobody's put forward the darn policy. And so I just want to hear from other candidates. Like, what are some concrete things that you're going to do? I've got 4 other councillors at large that I'm competing against for this position, for 2 positions, right? And I've got to vote for another one of them. And I don't know who I'm going to vote for. And I believe that I have the passion and commitment it takes to be a councillor. So I'm going to vote for myself. But, who's the other person I'm going to vote for? Right now, I haven't seen anything from any of them. I really appreciate Neil Clements running and stepping up. Neil and I have done work together in the past. We've played rugby together with St. John Trojans, you name it. And so I know Neil personally, but even you, Neil, I want to see some ideas from you, man. What are we actually going to get into? What does a motion from you look like in the first 90 days? And I appreciate you, man. I'm just trying to be fair to all the other candidates here too. But yeah, and I mean, I have 2 ward people I have to vote for here in St. John. So anyway, there's my rant for the day. We're heading to the res, and I'll be out shaking hands after on the east side, and then for the rest of the 4 weeks of the campaign, we're going to be trying to mix up uptown, north end, west side, getting out, talking to people, going to events, things like that. We're not going to neglect we're not going to be able to hit everywhere. Of course, it's a big city, but we are going to do our best. I was out in Redhead last week at the convenience store talking to people, so I'll just keep up doing stuff like that. But anyway, thank you so much for the support. Let's get clear on what we're going to do. Let's get clear on the plan. And if you don't have a plan, read some documents and find your place in it. Find your passion and your voice and give electors an opportunity to vote for something more than a soundbite.